Hello guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Guys, I was up here looking for videos to do, and I came across this on my news feed, and I want you to see this. This right here is absolutely crazy. At this time, with the way violence is and crazy acts against kids and stalkers and predators and all this type of stuff, they need to just start digging big holes and throwing people in them alive and just burying them right there. Enter this guy right here. Look at that picture. Jesus Christ. Guy you see on here, and I'm gonna see if I can say his name right. Kalinli Diary. This man's 42 years old. July 10th of 2024, this guy, well, let me say this first. He just recently got sentenced to prison time. But on June 10th, 2024, right, this guy supposedly took a 12-year-old girl who was playing in her backyard, or in her yard, period. He pulled up in a vehicle, snatched this girl, and violated her, if you know what I'm talking about. If that's not bad enough, a month later, he was still on the loose. He wound up calling this girl on her phone. As strange as this is, it gets stranger when I read you this article. Check this out. A man was sentenced to prison after kidnapping a 12-year-old girl from her backyard. This is in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Raping her in his car, then repeatedly calling her cell phone. According to a probable cause affidavit statement obtained by Law and Crime, who wrote this article, officers learned about the sexual assault on June 10, 2024, when a woman called 911 to report that her 12-year-old sister claimed that she had been raped. The child reportedly told her sister she was playing in the backyard of her home on June 5th, when a stranger pulled up to the front of the house in a white car. In an interview with police, the young victim allegedly said she'd seen the suspect driving past her house often. Victim then said that she had been playing in her backyard one day when the man stopped behind her home in the alley and got out to talk to her and asked if her mom was home. The statement read, when she told him no, he left but returned 10 minutes later. When he came back, he put his hands over her mouth, picked up her body with his other hand. Victim said he then forced her into the car, striking her in the head, which caused her to feel dizzy and disoriented. The child said that the man, identified by police as 42-year-old Kalinli Diary, drove a few blocks away from her home before pulling over, getting in the back seat with her. She said Diary groped her before sexually assaulting and raping her, per the statement. Over a month later, on July 29, 2024, a family member looking at the 12-year-old's phone and discovered multiple calls from Mohammed Mousse, that was the name in the phone, that the child had declined. When asked about Mousse, the child told the family member that this was the man who had assaulted her, per the statement. The next time Diary called the phone, a family member answered and did not speak. Now, this part is crazy. This is what the guy said when the person got on the phone and didn't say anything. Hi, beautiful, Diary said. I miss you. When can I see you again? The family member hung up on Diary, but continued texting him through Snapchat, pretending to be the victim, per the statement. The family member told police they intentionally sent Diary their address to catch him. When the mail arrived, he walked onto the front porch, which is screened in, and when he saw the family member and victim's stepfather waiting for him in the living room, he tried to flee, the probable cause document said. The family member stood in front of the door while 911 was called. Police arrived soon and arrested Diary. He was initially charged with multiple sex crimes, but was sentenced on Tuesday last Tuesday, to 12 years in prison after being convicted of first-degree sexual assault. Now, I want you to think about this. Them some law-abiding people, because they ain't beat that ass. It's no damn way, or maybe they did, they didn't mention it. It's no way this guy got the nerve to do what he did. First of all, he snatched the child. Did what he did to her. Let her go. She goes back home. And then has the nerve to come back to the house. Because he think it's that sweet to where he walk up to the house and come in the house. He that turned up. Now I'm going to tell you something. Looking at this guy, right? I got to go up here to this picture. This dude, come on, man. Come on. You know, you already know. I ain't going to say nothing. But anyway, this dude right here is not popular with the ladies. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he introverted. But either way, he found something. He thought he found his niche for his own sexual frustrations. And he did what he did. But there are a lot of incelish type people like that out here. And they will take it any way they can get it. And even if it means your child, they will not think about you or anything else. They will only think about their excessive need for attention. And they don't care where they get it from. It's no way that guy survived before the police came. It's no way. You got two dudes there, I'd have knocked his eyes out his head. Ain't no damn way. But this is what's happening right now out here. Now, the police can catch these people all they want. And yeah, he got prison time for this, but 12 years does not equate what he took from that girl. Her innocence, her sense of security, and crushing her spirit at the same time. You pulled a child 30 years younger than you out of her yard. You went on their property to take this girl, hit her in the head like a caveman in your car, and then do what you do, and then think it's sweet enough to let her go, and think that what you did, you threw it down so much that you would call on the phone. Now, the one question everybody will probably ask, because I thought about this too, is if he was calling her all these times, how come she never said nothing to her family? That's another thing. But honestly, man, you know, this guy was not letting up. He was not letting up. And he was coming back, and he was comfortable with texting his girl. Somebody pick a phone up, you 42 years old. Somebody pick a phone up, you call a kid's phone, you start just talking? Why is he alive? 12 years in jail ain't gonna fix that. It's only gonna make his hunger more incessant because he's 12 years away off of getting any type of gratification. Obviously, he fancies kids. In 12 years, there'll be more kids out here. And he might not take that same angle, but he like what he like. And that's bullshit. So what do you do with this type of person? Because jail does not reform this type of sick human being. He can sit up there and say he's sorry all he want and be repentant. It's all for nothing. Because when the sack gets full, the nut sack is full, here come the bullshit. And he proved it right there. I'd show him the fucking flowers immediately. Because that right there is unexcusable and damn sure unacceptable. 30 years older than you? You don't know better. Yeah, well, we do. We'll show you what happens to people that do this type of shit. I'd show him the flowers. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. People have no shame nowadays. When it comes to sexual frustrations or just wanting to get a nut off, they don't care. They don't care if a child is loved or something can happen to them. He walked in the fucking house. Shit, I'll be goddamn. He lucky them people was nice. Nice enough not to kill him. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.